Welcome to this session on increasing your fluency with connected speech. One of the most important areas of connected speech in English is how we link two sounds of words together so they sound as if they're one. In this session, we'll look at connecting consonants to vowels. Take a look at these four sentences that could be said near the beginning of a speech or presentation. And let me read each sentence by saying each word in isolation. Have a listen. Number one, tonight I will take a look at the problem of privatization. Number two, one area that I want to focus on is the seriousness of the situation. Number three, the basic message I'm trying to get across is simple. Number four, but we need to seriously ask the question of how we can overcome it. Did you notice that my speaking sounded mechanical and staccato? There wasn't any fluency about it. This is because it's not the way fluent speakers of English speak. One of the most important ways of overcoming this robotic-like delivery is linking words together. And one of the more common ways to do that is to link the last sound of one word with the first sound of the next. So let me read the sentence on the slide and listen really carefully to how I pronounce the first two words. Tonight, I will take a look at the problem of privatization. Look at the first two words. Tonight I, tonight I, tonight I. Did you hear it? Those two words sounded as if they were one word. Tonight I. How is this done? Well, we link two words together when the last sound of the first word is a consonant and the first sound of the second word is a vowel. So tonight ends with a consonant sound, t, and I is a vowel. So tonight I. Notice, however, that I was careful to say that you link a consonant and a vowel sound, not letters. You see, in English, we don't always pronounce each letter, so look at the two examples. Take a look. Well, take a look links the first word take with the second word even though the first word doesn't end with a consonant. It ends with a vowel, e. But the e is silent, so it sounds as if we end it with the consonant k or k. Also look at the second example of in an hour, and in particular the second and the third word. They too would be linked even though the last word begins not with a vowel but with a consonant. H. This is because the H is silent. So in an hour. So in an hour, in an hour. So focus on the sounds, not the letters. So let's go through each of the sentences slowly and link consonant sounds to vowel sounds. So sentence 2 would link one area, and also that and I, that I, and focus on, and on and is, on is. So have a listen. One area that I want to focus on is the seriousness of the situation. One area that I want to focus on is the seriousness of the situation. Oh, there's another one, isn't there? Seriousness of. Seriousness of. Let me say it again. One area that I want to focus on is the seriousness of the situation. Try and repeat the sentence after me. Play it back and you repeat it. This is called echoing. Echoing is a very, very valuable tool of your arsenal to try and be better public speakers. And this is when you hear someone who's a native speaker, whose English is fluent or proficient, and then you immediately repeat it. So the memory of what's been said is very, very recent. You hear a word, you hear a phrase, you hear a cluster of words, and you repeat it very quickly. And what's even better is if you record it and you can hear what you say and compare it to the speaker. Let's look at the next sentence. The basic message I'm trying to get across is simple. The basic message I'm trying to get across is simple. And what are we linking here? Let's have a look. Well, message-ime. So it almost sounds like jime, message-ime. Get across. So it's like get to cross, get across. And across is. Let me say it again. The basic message I'm trying to get across, did you hear that? Get across is simple. So again, repeat that after me, echo it, shadow it, and see if it sounds similar to mine. And if it does, I can assure you it sounds more fluent and less robotic. Lastly, sentence 4. Let's have a look at that. But we need to seriously ask the question of how we can overcome it. So this sentence would link seriously ask rather. But we need to seriously ask. Question of, seriously ask, question of, can overcome, and overcome it. So can overcome it, and there are other examples in the previous sentences. There are 3 words becoming one sound. So can overcome it, can overcome it. Can over, and overcome it, Okay, listen really carefully. I'll say it one more time. But we need to seriously ask the question of how we can overcome it. And again, practice repeating saying these sentences with my model so you can do it more quickly. Then go through any sentences that you've been working on during the course of your presentation or your speech, and try linking consonant and vowel sounds together. And remember, the more you practice, the quicker and easier it will be. And once you get to a natural speed, your speaking will sound much more fluent and much more natural. Give it a go. See you next time.